Good morning. Back with the NFL draft, the 1987 draft. Number one pick overall, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You see that they're generally picking very high in the draft, especially in the 80s and 90s, because they were pretty terrible. And they drafted Vinny Testaverde, quarterback from Miami of Florida, University of Miami. Guy threw tons of interceptions, later claimed that he was colorblind, or it came out that he was colorblind, and the team actually changed their colors because of that. I don't know how you don't pick that up in like the combine or find that out. He threw a lot of interceptions in college. Basically, interception machine, threw over 40,000 yards, from what I understand, but never lived up to the number one overall draft status. But as we've seen in other drafts, it's not always an easy job to draft at all. And none of that, drafting in the first round, very difficult. Anyhow, number two, Indianapolis Colts, Cornelius Bennett, linebacker for Alabama, pretty famous draft choice. Not sure how his career panned out. Three, Houston Oilers, Alonzo Highsmith, running back. Um, Miami of Florida. So obviously that Florida team was pretty stacked, but I don't think Mr. Highsmith had the greatest NFL career. But again, sorry, not trying to be mean to anybody. Green Bay Packers, Greg Fullwood. Cleveland Browns, the number five pick. Mike Junkin, linebacker Duke. We see that their Browns are also not very good at drafting. St. Louis Cardinals, Kelly Stouffer, quarterback, Colorado State. Detroit Lions, Reggie Rogers, defensive end, Washington. Buffalo Bills, Shane Conlon. Philadelphia Eagles, Jerome Brown, defensive tackle, University of Miami, Florida. Wow, that Florida team, that Miami Hurricanes team was stacked in the 80s. Pittsburgh Steelers, Rod Woodson, defensive back, Purdue, Hall of Famer. New Orleans Saints, with the number 11 pick, Sean Knight, defensive tackle, Brigham Young. Dallas Cowboys, Danny Noonan, defensive tackle, Nebraska. Atlanta Falcons, Chris Miller, quarterback of Ohio. Quarterback from Oregon. You got drafted really high first round, but I don't believe you really did much. Sorry, no offense to you. Minnesota Vikings, DJ Dozer, running back, Penn State from Miami. Um, no, I mean, he went to Penn State, but the trade came from Miami. DJ Dozer, I know he was in the NFL for quite some time, but not a Hall of Famer. My Los Angeles Raiders, John Clay, tackle, Missouri. Miami Dolphins, John Bosa. Is he the father of the Bosa brothers? Defensive end, Brigham Young. Boston, I'm sorry, Boston College. Guess I'm a little bit tired. 17, Cincinnati Bengals, Jason Buck, defensive end, Brigham Young. Seattle Seahawks, Tony Woods, linebacker, Pittsburgh. Kansas City Chiefs, Paul Palmer, running back, Temple. It's very, very difficult to draft running backs as we find out in general. Houston Oilers, Hayward Jeffries, wide receiver, North Carolina State. New York Jets, the 21st pick, Roger Vick, running back, Texas A&M. San Francisco 49ers, Harrison Barton, tackle, North Carolina. 23, New England Patriots, Bruce Armstrong, tackle, Louisville. 24, San Diego Chargers, Rod Bernstein, tight end, tight end, Texas A&M. San Francisco 49ers again, Terrence Flagler, running back, Clemson. 26, Jim Harbaugh, quarterback, Michigan. 27. I mean, he had an NFL career, and he was a coach in college and a coach in the NFL. Now he's back in Michigan. Denver Broncos, Ricky Nattel, wide receiver, Florida. 28, New York Giants, Mark Ingram, wide receiver, Michigan State. I'm not sure if he's in the Hall of Fame, but he's definitely a well-known receiver, very prominent receiver. 29, Buffalo Bills, Nate Odoms, defensive back, Wisconsin. 30, Washington Commanders, although they were not called that then. Brian Davis, defensive back, Nebraska. 31, Atlanta Falcons, Kenny Flowers, running back, Clemson. And 32nd pick overall, the Cleveland Browns, Greg Rakowski, or Rakowski. Not sure how to pronounce your last name. He was a center from the University of Miami of Florida. As we mentioned, that team was loaded in the 80s, 85, 86. Uh, University of Miami teams were absolutely loaded. And that is the first round 32 picks from the 1987 draft. As far as I could tell, there is one Hall of Famer and just Rod Woodson. As far as I could tell, maybe there was one other one, but that's the one name that I'm sure is in the Hall of Fame. Bye.